Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Kohler. I'm going to be talking about the Three Little Pigs and different versions of that book. So let's start off with the original Three Little Pigs. This is from the Walt Disney Collection. There are the Three Little Pigs right here. There is a wolf in this story. The Three Little Pigs, they built their house out of straw, sticks, and bricks. The wolf in the story, when he's blowing down their houses, he says, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." At the end of the story, he goes down the chimney and they turn on a fire and he runs away forever. And Three Little Pigs live happily ever after. The second book I have is The Three Little Dinosaurs, written and illustrated by Jim Harris. This is one of my favorite books. This is of three dinosaurs and a T-Rex. The dinosaurs' houses are made of straw, sticks, and bricks, just like the original Three Little Pigs. The T-Rex in the story, when he goes to each house, he also says, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." A couple of the illustrations that I really like in this story are of the dinosaurs. Right here, he's really skinny. You can see he's lifting weights. And at the end of the story, when he meets the T-Rex again, he's really buff. I just thought it was really funny. And in this story, the T-Rex thinks of an idea on how to get all three of the dinosaurs that are living in the brick house now, how to get them so he can eat them. When he finally thinks of an idea, he goes back and breaks the brick house down finally, but he took so long that the dinosaurs grew up, and he gets scared and runs away. My next book is The Three Little Javelinas. This is written by Susan Lull and illustrated by Jim Harris, which is the same illustrator and author of The Three Little Dinosaurs. This one is of three wild pigs and a coyote. Their houses are made of tumbleweeds, sticks, and bricks. In this book, the coyote says, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," just like the original Three Little Pigs. A couple of illustrations I wanted to show were of this one. I really like the illustrations in this book. You can see in this the pig's hair, it's very detailed. And the other picture that I wanted to show you was at the end when the two boy pigs go to the sister's house made of bricks. I thought it was really funny that the smart one was the girl. And at the end of the story, the coyote goes down the chimney just like the original Three Little Pigs, gets burnt, and runs away. Next I have The Three Little Gators, written by Helen Kettleman and illustrated by Will Terry. This one is of three little gators and a big bottom boar. The three little gators, their houses are made of rocks, sticks, and sand. The big bottom boar in the story, here he is, when he's bringing down their houses, instead of the original "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," the big bottom boar says, "I'll wiggle my rump with a bump, bump, bump." I thought it's a really funny saying. This one is really original, a fun twist on The Three Little Pigs. This one also makes you turn the book sideways, so I thought it was really fun. And in the end of the story, the boar goes down the chimney, gets his bottom burnt, and runs away, just like the original Three Little Pigs. The last book I have is The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, told by a wolf, as told to John Shiska, illustrated by Lane Smith. This is one of my favorite books, one of my favorite stories on the Three Little Pigs, because this is the wolf's perspective of the Three Little Pigs. And in the beginning, he goes on and tells the reader his story and how he was framed about the Three Little Pigs story. And the story that we know is not the true story. So he goes on and says that he needed to borrow a cup of sugar to make a pie for his grandma, and that he had a cold that day. So he goes to each little pig's house, which were built of straw, sticks, and bricks, and when he knocked on the door, he had a cold, and he didn't say he huffed and he puffed because he started to sneeze and blew their houses down. When he got to the pig's house with the bricks, he was sneezing so hard, and a cop came by and saw him and threw him into jail, and that's how he was framed. But I wanted to show you a couple of the illustrations that I really liked. These are great illustrations, especially these ones. Like this one, it takes up both pages. It's just great illustrations. Very soft lines, very detailed. You can see the hair on the pig's chin. Great book. And at the end, he doesn't go down the chimney because he is thrown into jail. And I hope everyone liked my Three Little Pigs stories. And see you later.